Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I thought of doing kind of a drugstore makeup tutorial. So I went to the drugstore, so I picked up some new things to kind of play with, and so it's going to be a little bit of a first impressions video and also just a drugstore or just more affordable brand makeup look. So I don't really know exactly what I'm doing yet. We're kind of just going to wing it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to moisturize my skin. My eyes are super red today. My allergies, I woke up this morning and they were absolutely crazy. So I do apologize that my eyes are a little bit swollen and a little bit red, but they don't really hurt. So I'm going to go ahead and moisturize. I know this is not a drugstore moisturizer. I am very, very picky with my moisturizers, and so far the one that I've been using lately that I actually like is this Sephora Intensive Instant Moisture Plus cream. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. The first thing that I picked up from the drugstore, it's by e.l.f. It was like a lip primer. So it looks like this, and it looks like it has little exfoliating beads in there, and I think it had some oils in it, so it's supposed to kind of exfoliate your lips. So I'm going to go ahead and do that to kind of... So first thing I'm noticing, it smells really good, like kind of almost like toffee. Like I actually really like the smell of it. You can feel the moisture in it, like whatever oils that they have in there. You can definitely feel that, but also you can feel like the abrasiveness of the kind of beads or sugar they might have used in here, because it is pretty sweet. Oh my gosh, it tastes really good too. Quite nice. Alright, so moving on, I think today I am going to start with the face. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use my NYX Color Correcting Concealer kind of palette. Let's just call it that. Wow, Kristina, I can definitely not talk today. And I'm just going to go in... And I have used this before, I think, in another tutorial. I'm quite a fan of it. I've kind of taken a step back from color correcting, but I feel like today would be a good day to kind of color correct some of this that's happening. I'm going to take the yellow kind of under my eye here, because that's where I get the purple tones the most. And I'm going to take the kind of peachy color and that kind of in the corners, because that's where I get more of my blue tones. I'm going to take a little bit of the green to see if we can cancel out some of this redness on my eyes. I'm also going to just go around, have some friends on my face. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to do is go in with foundation. I'm using L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow. I've definitely used this one before and I really liked it. I used it in the summer last time, and so I got a shade lighter just because I was a little bit tan in the summer. So hopefully this matches me. Really like this foundation because you can easily build it up. Well, that's what I found at least. Because it's more of a glowing foundation, it has a nice luminosity to it. And that's kind of what I like in my foundations. I definitely think this is one of the best foundations that you can get for or from the drugstore. It's very pretty on the skin. It's very, doesn't feel heavy. It definitely feels pretty lightweight, and it definitely has that nice kind of luminosity or that glow. For concealer, I'm using the Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous Concealer. I've used this one before and I really liked it. I have found it very difficult to find concealers at the drugstore, especially because I'm so fair, so I always need the very lightest one. With that beauty sponge, blends out very nice. I wouldn't say this is a full coverage concealer by any means. It's definitely more on the light to medium. It's really nice for the summer when you don't want it to be really cakey under your eyes. Next, I am going to set everything. This is the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder in clear, so it's just a translucent powder. It's a pressed powder though, so I have not tried, I don't think, a translucent pressed powder, so So we'll see how this works. It's pretty nice actually. It's really not moving the foundation. It's not changing the color of the foundation. It actually is clear. It's not giving me a white cast. And then to set the under eye, I got this as the Wet n Wild Megaglow Contouring Palette in Duche leche. I can't pronounce that. But I'm going to take this light color here and set my under eye. To do my brows next. So for my brows, I'm just using what I always use. This is definitely my holy grail. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime the eyes. I'm just going to use that same concealer that I used earlier. That I'm just going to use the same kind of light, almost like banana shade that was in this contouring palette. I went ahead and I purchased this e.l.f. eyeshadow palette. It's called Mad for Matte. So the colors look like that. I'm going to take this shade right here. And that is going to be my transition shade. We'll see how these work. So right off the bat, actually pretty pigmented in all honesty. Just right next to it right here. And I'm kind of going to work that into my outer crease. In with just a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to pick up this. I'm gonna work that into my outer V. Picked up, this is, I heard a ton of good things about this. Is the e.l.f. highlighter. This one is in Blush Gem. So next I'm going to do some eyeliner. I picked up, this is the Essence Eyeliner Pen in Waterproof. I'm just going to go ahead and do some winged liner. Alright, so my first impression of the Essence Eyeliner Pen, incredibly hard to use. Very, very hard. As you can see, I struggled getting my wings even. The applicator actually just has no give to it. It's very, very stiff. This one, probably not that great. Okay, so now I have my lashes on. These ones are just super natural, like everyday. Usually my version of everyday are a lot more dramatic than this, but they work for this look. Alright, so I am going to contour. So the palette that I showed earlier, and we'll see how this goes. Alright, then I am going to attempt to contour my nose a little bit. Okay, moving on to blush, I'm going to use one of my absolutely favorite blushes, and it actually is from the drugstore. It's by Milani. I'm sure you've heard a million people rave about these blushes, but they are the just the big powder blushes. I think the most popular one is probably the Luminoso. I have that one as well, but I've been really loving this one. It's the Bellamissa Bronze. Bronzy, sparkly, has some gold in there, and I just really like how it kind of warms up my skin tone. On to highlighting, so I'm going to use that same highlighter that I kind of half destroyed here. It's by Loreal, and it is in the shade Fairest Nude. This lipstick is so creamy, and definitely after using that kind of lip scrub to begin with, that e.l.f. one, my lips feel very moisturized. They don't feel dry, they don't feel cracked, and that lipstick kind of went on really nice and smooth. So that tells me that that's a really good product. So definitely pick that up if you can. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of gloss over top, and this is my absolute favorite still. I think it's been like talked about for years and years. But it's the NYX Buttergloss in Creme Brûlée. I'm going to do a little bit of that over top. Not to mention these smell so good. Alright everyone, so that is the completed look of using all drugstore makeup. I definitely have to say my favorites are the Pro Glow foundation. Like I said, I've used this one before and I really enjoy it. This Covergirl Ready Set Gorgeous, if you're looking for just a really lightweight concealer, like I think this duo is good for summer because it's just really light on the skin. It doesn't feel like you're wearing a whole lot of makeup. I was pleasantly surprised with this highlighter. I'm a huge highlighter junkie, so this one definitely I'm going to be reaching for a lot in my makeup drawer. Again, definitely what I heard was you kind of scrape the top off, and I would definitely say do that because when I first swatched it I was like, there's no pigmentation going on because everyone loves this. So scrape off the top and then it's almost like the pigmentation is under that. The eyeshadows, they're okay for drugstore. They're definitely okay. The lighter shades obviously were really easy to blend, but then when we got to the darker shades, and we didn't even use the darkest shade, then it was a little bit harder to with was this contouring palette. I mean, this was I think $5 and it did a pretty good job. Like it wasn't insanely pigmented, but you can definitely work. That is all everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this video and I hope that maybe you learned something new, or maybe there's a product that you saw today that you want to try out. If there's any other drugstore products that you think I should try out, you should definitely comment them down below. But if you like this video, then please hit subscribe, give the video a thumbs up, and we will see you next time. Bye!